Hello, it's Aerith Silent Silverwolf of Love and Above, and I am here with this week's Thought of the Week. And this week's Thought of the Week is a little bit longer than just one sentence. So I'm just going to talk into it and then we can start discussing it and thinking about it. So I was this has been on my mind for a couple of hours. I only heard this a couple of hours ago, and this is just so on my mind right now. If you were to buy a first class ticket on a plane, maybe you have already, so we'll let me finish this before we even start discussing it. If you were to buy a first class ticket on a plane, and then the next time you go on a plane, it's very difficult to be able to walk past first class, and then your mind will start to think about what you need to do to be able to get that first class ticket again, what you need to do in your life, what you need to be able to create to be able to have that first class ticket. That is today's thought of the week. Again, a little bit longer than just a one sentence. This has been thought provoking for me for a number of hours, and I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna throw it out there. And what you know, I was just sort of blown away by it all. Because it made complete sense. It makes complete sense if you are used to if you're used to doing it one particular, if you're used to economy class and you're just like, oh yeah, there's not much space, there's not much leg room. Being short, that doesn't really bother me. Maybe being able to watch everything, but you go into a first class and all of a sudden it's like it's free drinks and it's more leg room, wider chairs. You have a bit of space around you instead of you're crammed beside two people, maybe beside a window, maybe not, where that is your space for goodness knows how many hours. And I particularly remember, like, on train journeys. I used to use the train all the time when I was in my early 20s, and at the weekend I would love the weekend because they had what they called a weekend, I can't remember, it wasn't a weekend saver, but it was a weekend upgrade, and you paid an extra £29 when you were on the train to be able to upgrade to first class because there were seats available in first class. And I would do that regularly at the weekend, particularly if I was going, if I was just going a couple of stops, it never put me up nor down. But if I was going on long journeys, because I would sometimes go from London all the way up to Dundee or Aberdeen or Edinburgh or Birmingham from Edinburgh, and I thought it was just worth it for 6 hours. I mean, in those trips, it would be a minimum of 6 hours in first class. Being able to just sit there and be able to enjoy going getting some nibbles, going getting some drinks, as many drinks as I wanted. They would give me headphones. They gave me a place where it was one seat on either side instead of two seats together. It also, they gave you, there was a little table, and there was also a space to be able to charge up your phone. Now, this was back like 20 years ago. You didn't hear that. And I think trains have changed a lot since then. The quiet carriages were just coming into effect round about them, and where now I think it's more of an accepted thing where it's just like, you want a quiet carriage, head to it. But so it was very, very different. And I remember just sitting on, just absolutely loving, I've got the ticket at the weekend, let me just upgrade to first class for an extra £29 for 6 hours minimum, or 8 hours, and I felt it was so worth it. And I really, I don't know if I enjoyed this, I can't remember really much if I enjoyed the experience, but I do remember sitting there sort of in first class just going, I've just got this table to myself, and I wasn't being bothered at all. And where, if you're sitting next to somebody in economy class, you would always get, oh, excuse me, can I get back to my seat, or I need to go to the bath. I didn't think twice. It was like having a freedom that I couldn't get in any other carriage. Perhaps maybe at that time quiet carriages, but apart from that, that was it. So to bring it back to the actual thoughts, I kind of always made sure that it was the weekend that I was traveling the long distances so that I could get the upgrade, because they didn't offer it at the during the week. The so so the big thing is that what would you do to be able to get that first class experience? If we go back to the plane or even the train, what would you do to get that first class experience? Would you look at how your finances are and look at how can I just save a little bit more so that I can get first class? Or would it be, let me start a side hustle so that, and just that side hustle alone pays for first class? Maybe it is you would postpone that holiday for another year so that you could get first class. These are just, these are thoughts. What would you do to be able to get that? And I'm not sure that I would do absolutely everything, but because for my own goals in life, my own goal in life is not to get a first class ticket on a plane. So I wouldn't do everything or what I must do to get that, but what could I possibly do to, on the odd occasion, go on that first class trip, as it were? So there's thought of the week. What would you do to continue with a first class experience? Maybe not just because it's not just about having the extra leg room or for me it was the experience as well of the freedom of, I'll just get up and go to the bathroom, I'll just go up and stretch my legs, where I couldn't feel that I could do that in economy class. So for me it's the experience as well. So what would you do to get that experience? What would you do in your own life to be able to get that first class in there? There's the thought of the week. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel, press the bell button, and you can get updates when I put out videos, which generally is about 5 times a week. And keep rocking your awesomeness. Bye.